What do you think of when you hear the word work? Long, back-breaking hours at a factory? Sweating your ass off breaking concrete and bending rebar at a construction site? Furiously typing insipid financial reports in a cubicle? Well, what about Kim Kardashian? That may be a little hard for you to imagine, but according to this picture posted on her Facebook page, she worked her stunning little ass off to get where she is today.
I never dreamed about success. I worked for it.
I know, right? She worked her ass off to achieve success. She worked to achieve success. But is that really as preposterous as it looks to the average person? Is this Calipigian socialite just famous for being famous? Did she get her foot through the door of fashion by virtue of labor and strife? To answer these questions, I think we're going to have to do a little bit of digging. Now, first off, Kim Kardashian is the second daughter of a shameless cheating gold digger and the man that helped cover up the most famous double murder in history, Robert Kardashian. She was born in 1980 in the ultimate facilitator of lazy, whiny socialite snobs, Los Angeles. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the remainder of her upbringings because it's replete with everything you could assume of such an upbringing: mansions, cars, money, diamonds, and most likely, ostensibly, not a single day of real hard work. So, we can skip ahead to what she told the Italian L'Uomo Vogue magazine last year. She said that although she was born into money and fame, she deserves every bit of success she has. She said that despite all the perks of being born with a silver spoon in her mouth, at the tender age of 31 at the time, she was able to build her own empire in the world of entertainment. And instantly, I'm sure, the bugles sound in your head, and thus begins a charge of grizzled reality soldiers atop chugging horses of sensibility. I say this because obviously, let's face it, you know she's full of shit. So why don't we examine the hard work that gave rise to Kim Kardashian in the first place, shall we? February 2007. A sex tape featuring her and some rapper named Ray J surfaced on the internet. Aside from being the worst porno I've ever seen in my entire life, the tape is known for making Kardashian $5 million richer, and she got this money after dropping her lawsuit against the company distributing it and settling, a move that basically confirms she did it for the recognition and for the money. Now, if this is actual work, then the term blowjob has to take on a whole new meaning. Holding a camera to your dick during sex might make it harder for you to maintain an erection, but it doesn't constitute real work. Sorry, Ray J, you're just as bad as her. October 2007. The sex tape would pave the way for Kim and her mongoloid family of snobs getting their own reality show entitled Rich Bitches Being Paid to Do Nothing for the Entertainment of Morons. Or something like that. I think that's pretty close. A mere 8 months, think about it, 8 months after Kim was catapulted into the spotlight for shagging a rapper on camera, she was given tens of millions of dollars to have cameramen follow her stuffy, threadbare family around. Now, if you think being the subject of a reality show is actual hard work and labor, consider voluntarily checking into a rehab clinic for your addiction to whatever the hell you must be taking. December 2007. After showcasing her assets in a grainy, poorly lit, poorly made porno, Kim decides to take said assets to Airbrush Central Playboy magazine. Standing naked in front of a camera. Not work. March 2008. Kardashian makes me seriously consider giving up on watching World Wrestling Entertainment Wrestling when she was announced as the guest host of WrestleMania for that year. The fantasy in my head of The Undertaker and Kane choke-slamming her into a pile of bull feces was the only thing that made her charisma-lacking appearances bearable. 2010. It is reported that Kardashian is paid up to $10 $1,000 for each sponsored tweet she posts on her Twitter page. Can you guys feel the hard work yet? Late 2010, oh, God help us, Kardashian unleashes this musical cyanide upon the masses. Take a look. Sometime in 2011, Kardashian marries basketball player Kris Humphries, basketball player of the New Jersey Nets, Kris Humphries, a wedding of which spawned a two-part series on the E! Network for the enjoyment of the idiots that follow her. 2 months and some change later, they divorced. Kardashian was paid millions for the shit-tacular TV special, further fueling claims that the wedding was a money-making scheme. The only work that was involved here? Kardashian suing her publicist for admitting it was all just a cash ploy. March 2012, this is recent. Kim and her sister, the fat one, were sued along with the company they were endorsing, Quick Trim Weight Loss. Apparently the shit is like any other diet, pill, powder, or drink endorsed by a high-profile celebrity. Ineffective. The main ingredient was revealed as caffeine, for fuck's sake. The dopey sisters have since claimed that they want their names dropped from the lawsuit and to this day continue to endorse the stuff. Is tricking impressionable idiots that you know will buy whatever has your face on it hard work? Not when all you have to do is have your image plastered on every box and be seen carrying it. There are plenty of other examples from here, but I think my point has been well made. Now, I know what some people may be thinking at this point. You only hate her because she's rich and famous, just like any other celebrity you attack, John, huh? No, bird brain. I hate her because she always claims that she has worked for her position in the world when she clearly has not. She is completely undeserving of what she has and wouldn't have it if not for having a high-profile celebrity lawyer as a father. Now, if she were to come out and admit that she's famous on the basis of sliding out of the right vaginal canal 32 years ago, I'd see her slightly differently. But she has an image to uphold. Millions of delusional cretins look up to her, support her, idolize her, and want to emulate every aspect of her existence. She knows she has to be completely full of shit to keep them in her favor. She knows that all she has to do is spout the "follow your dreams, hee hee" line to be seen as a role model to the average dick. But she's not a role model, by any means. She's Hollywood's version of a New Jersey hooker. Sleazy, shallow, and if you give her enough money, she'll do anything. But John, what about her clothing line and her status in the fashion world? Yeah, what about it? Do you honestly think she'd be in a position to design and market tit curtains and assless chaps if not for the status she attained from the sex tape that she allowed to be released? To hell with the tape, she was born into royalty to begin with, so she already had the money to be able to unleash her dreadful creations upon the dull masses. Face it, no matter how much you defend the girl, no matter how much you try to deny it, you simply cannot deny that she's only rich and famous because of the sex tape. It all comes back to that. The tape was the catalyst, and everything else is a product of that catalyst. You didn't work for success, Kim. You took a floppy dick on camera and became the wet dream of millions of men and somehow along the way, a role model to millions of women. You've had so many things just handed to you, Republicans call you Obamacare. You're another test tube baby of the Hollywood laboratory with a thimbleful of talent and a wallet full of dollars. Stop telling the world that you deserve what you had shot at you like Ray J's hot load, and tell the truth. You're a turd in the bowl of humanity, a boil on the ass of hard work, and a cancer cell in the tumor of all that's respectable, decent, and virtuous. What I'm trying to say, Kim, other than to come out and just tell the truth about you not working for jack shit, in regards to you saying you didn't dream of success and that you worked for it, get that shit out of here! Have a good day, folks.